Hi, welcome to Uptown Yoga Online. I'm Jen Usher, and today we're going to be doing some yoga with a chair. So you just need a sturdy chair with a back. A dining room chair is great. And take a seat in the chair with your feet flat on the floor. Try not to lean back into the back of the chair, but sit up really tall. And then just bring the hands to the thighs and put the feet firmly rooted onto the ground. And then just take a couple breaths here, just feeling yourself sitting, feeling your breath come in and go out. And just a couple of breaths to pull you present with where you are right here, right now. Take a nice deep breath in and a slow exhale out. And one more breath, and we'll start to add some movement. So as you exhale, start to slowly slide your hands down to your knees. And then inhale, lift the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, and the chin reaches up. As you exhale, roll back onto your tailbone, pulling on your knees, tucking your chin, rounding your back. Then inhale, lift the chest, reach the chin up, push the heart forward. Exhale, round your spine, roll back onto your tailbone, and tuck the chin. A couple more times like that with your breath. Deep breath in, lifting and opening the throat. And exhale, rounding, curling your back and stretching between the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the chest, open the collarbones, lift the chin. And exhale, round your spine, roll the shoulders forward, tuck the chin. And then come back up into your neutral spine, nice and tall, pushing down with your feet. Take an inhale to stretch the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bend your elbows down and pull the shoulders down. And inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, relax the arms. And we'll just move the arms like that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, squeeze the elbows down. Inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, relax the hands down. And inhale, stretch the arms up one more time. Exhale, bend the elbows down. Inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, just relax the hands down. Then bring the left hand to your right thigh and wrap your right arm around the back of your chair. Push down into your feet, and as you inhale, sit up as tall as you can, and then start to twist around to your right, turning your chin to the right, towards the right shoulder, and take a deep breath in. And a nice slow exhale out, just gently rinsing out the spine. Inhales will sit you up taller. And the exhale will help you wring out, kind of like a dish towel, lengthening out and then squeezing and twisting. Come back into the center. Let's just change sides. So right hand comes to the left thigh. Left hand will reach around and wrap around the back of the chair. As you inhale, lift up your spine. And as you exhale, start to squeeze and twist from the belly button, from the rib cage, into the shoulder girdle, and then lastly your chin, turning over the left shoulder. And then just take a nice breath in, sitting taller. And a slow breath out to squeeze and rinse out the spine. And then come back into the center. And we'll do that again. Left hand to the outside of the right thigh. This time you can wrap the arm around the back of the chair or extend the arm behind you. And then breathe in to lengthen out your spine. And breathe out to spin. Rib cage, shoulders, and then your chin over the back shoulder. And release back into the center. And come to the other side. Right hand to the left thigh. Left hand's either going to wrap around the back of the chair again, or left arm starts to reach behind you. Push down into your feet and get a little leverage to lift up to the crown of the head. And then just start to gently rinse. If you feel all the sensation in one part in the spine, try to push down or lift up and move it up and down so it's equal all around the spine. Then release and come back into the center. And stretch the arms side to side. And then take a breath in and start to reach over to the right. And then bring it back into the center. And then reach over to the left. Bring it back into the center. Keep your feet firmly rooted. Just go side to side. As your inhale, pull you to the center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the right again. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the left. One more time each side. Just reaching over, stretching that side waist. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the left. And then come back into the center. Just relax the arms down. Just take a little forward fold. It's like a child's pose. You can walk your feet just a little wider, drape your torso down. You can let the hands rest on the knees, but it's actually really nice to let the hands just come down and your chest hang between the legs. You can tuck your chin, round your back, and just let the whole spine release. So you feel a nice stretch up and down both sides of your spine. Just keep the feet planted down and take a slow exhale out. And slowly roll your spine back up. Draw the shoulders back and down, just a couple times up, back and down, and up, back and down. Nice. And then bring the feet back in so they're in line with your knees and your hips, and let the right forearm come across the lap. So the right forearm's going to land down, palm up, and then bring the right hand to the right hip. Lengthen out your spine and start to get a little twist just with leverage of the arms. Keep the collarbones open. If it's okay for you, take that right arm, reach it back behind you again. And use both arms to start to lift and lengthen out your spine, stretching a little deeper through the side waist. Take a deep breath in here. Long, slow exhale. And then change sides. Come back into the center. And the right forearm across the thigh. Palm up just to keep the chest nice and open, the shoulders nice and open as you roll over to your left. Left hand can stay on the hip if you need to. It's perfectly fine. Or left arm might start reaching behind you, expanding over into the collarbones and get a little more stretch into your side waist. Keep pushing down to the feet and let the breath stay smooth and steady. And then come back into the center. Yeah, and just roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And then forward and down. Just loosening up the shoulders. And then reach the arms up again. And now bend the elbows down 90 degrees like a goalpost. Turn your palms flat. Snake your right arm all the way over the left to the elbows meet, and then just grab your shoulders. Then make some tiny circles with your elbows. Tiny circles that'll become bigger circles, kind of like a spiral. And then take those circles in the opposite direction. Yeah, and then come to the center, bring your elbows down, just pull them down to your chest, and then tilt your left ear to your left shoulder. Just get a nice stretch on the right side of the neck, the top of the right shoulder, releasing any tension we hold on to there. And then lift the chin back up, just release the arms, kind of shake them out, and then stretch the arms up. Again, bend the elbows out 90 degrees like a goalpost. Turn the palms flat. Snake the left arm on top of the right until your elbows meet, and just grab your shoulders. Make some little circles with your elbows, just moving those shoulder blades around. The little circles become bigger circles, making a spiral. And take that in the opposite direction. Just feel some space come in the shoulder blades, movement. Nice. And then come back to the center, bring the elbows down. Just pull them down towards the earth. And then the right ear, left ear, right ear towards the right shoulder. Yeah, get the left side of the neck, top of the left shoulder. Take a slow breath out. And then let the chin come back up. Relax the arms down. Or just shake out the arms a little. Couple of shoulder rolls up, back, and down. And then forward. Nice. And let's move on to the legs. So reach down, grab your right thigh. You can use a towel here if you need to too. You can grab a towel around the thigh, lift the right leg, and make some circles with your knee. So just using your arms to help make circles with the knee, which is actually moving the hips around. Just some circles in the opposite direction. And then drop that right foot down and pick up the left thigh. Just lifting up the thigh and make some circles with the knee. It's like 3 in one direction. And then 3 circles in the other direction. And again, you can hold your leg with a towel if you need to, if you need a little more length and space there. And then drop the left foot down and pick up your right thigh again. This time bring your right ankle over the left knee and let your right knee fall forward. You can just bring your hands to your ankle and your knee. Sitting up tall, just lean forward just a little. Usually only an inch is good before we start to really feel something there. Take a nice slow exhale. And if you need to go a little further, if you want to go a little deeper into the hips, you might start to bring your forearms down to your shin. And just take a couple of breaths, a lot of resistance. The hips usually have a lot to say. Just kind of quiet them down. One more slow exhale. And then lift the torso back up. Lift the right knee back up. Set the right foot down. And then lift the left knee. Pull the left knee up and rotate the ankle on top of the thigh. Left knee falls open. Hands just to the shin bone or the ankle and knee. And lifting the chest, pulling the ribs just a little bit more forward. So you can lengthen out your back. Start to listen to the feedback the hip has. If it's okay for you today, or if you want to go a little deeper, forearms can come towards your shin, putting a little more weight there on the leg. Just be mindful of the feedback in the hip. If you grew up in the South like I did, and your mother told you probably not to sit like this, that might have been before she had sciatic issues. So this is really good for sciatic issues. Take a slow exhale. And slowly lift back up. Lift that left shin bone up. Drop the left foot down. And now extend the right leg forward. You may have to scoot up a little bit in your chair, so just the sit bones are on the edge of the chair. The right shin slides forward. Just kind of kick your heel out and flex your toes. And then left hand will come to the left knee. Right hand reaches down for your right shin bone or maybe your right toes. Yeah, it doesn't make us a better person to grab the toes, just a little more space in the hamstrings. So allow your breath to get you deeper and softer without forcing anything. Take one more nice deep inhale and a slow breath out. Lift the torso back up, bend the right knee, draw the foot back down, and extend the left heel forward. Just straightening out the left leg. Right hand will come to the right knee. Lean forward. Left hand will slide down to the shin or maybe to the toes. Try to kick your tailbone back and your heart forward so your spine stays long here so we don't cheat the low back out of this stretch. And just go softly with the breath. Each exhale giving you a little more space, a little more softness. One more breath. And then lift the torso back up. Slide the left foot back in. And then we'll stand up and we'll come around to the back of the chair. So you can just walk around to the back of the chair. I'm going to spin the chair so you can see here. And then bring a hand to the chair, turn sideways to your chair. And then start to make some bicycles with your legs. So you can pick up your right knee and make some bicycles going forward. About 3 rounds, bending the knee, circling the foot around, and then some bicycles in the opposite direction. Yeah, you can make smaller circles if your hip starts popping a lot like mine do. And then drop the right foot down. Let's do the other side. You can bring the other hand to the chair or just hold steady here. Pull the left knee up. And make some bicycles with that knee. Just moving the joints around. And then some circles in the opposite direction, bicycling the knee and the ankle and the hip. And then drop the left foot down. Turn towards your chair now. And step your right foot a little more forward to the chair. The left foot will take a big step back. Your left knee and toes will go out to about 10 o'clock. Right knee and toes going straight forward. Bend the right knee until it comes over your ankle. And then pull your chest back. Draw your navel center up and in. And take a slow exhale just to feel your feet really rooted and connected. Then pull your left side ribs a little more forward and you'll feel a little more stretch in the front of that left hip. Then as you breathe in, let one arm reach up to the sky. And then release that hand down. And let the other arm reach up to the sky. And then bring that hand down. And if you feel steady, maybe both hands come to the heart. You can always keep a hand on the chair. And release both hands back to the chair. Yeah, straighten out your right leg. Step the left foot forward and just change legs. Right foot will take a big step back. Left knee and toes going straight forward. Right knee and toes about 2 o'clock now. So bend the left knee, stack it over your ankle. And pull your chest back. And then rotate all your ribs straight forward. Take a slow exhale, just feeling that stretch in the front of the hip. This is good for if you're sitting a lot, if you have to sit a lot, let the front of the hip stretch out. So add a little more energy here by floating one arm up to the sky. And then release that hand down. And then float the other arm up to the sky. And release that hand down. And then both hands maybe come to the heart. You can always keep the hands on the chair. And then both hands back to the chair. Straighten out your left leg, take a big step forward. So both feet are together. Then start to walk your feet wide. Just facing your chair, walk your feet as wide as you can. And then take your left toes and then rotate them out. Left knee and toes rotate straight out. And then bend the left knee and again stack it over your ankle. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder, so you're gazing towards that front leg. Squeeze both of your thigh bones back and gently press your hips forward. They might not actually go anywhere, just engaging the muscles. And then if you can, let your right arm reach behind you as your chin turns forward and the right arm reaches back. It's a nice stretch across the top of the shoulder, side of the neck. Just take one big breath in here. Slow exhale. And then bring the right hand back to the chair. Now straighten your left leg, turn your toes in, and just rotate to the other side. So right toes spin out, your knee and the toes go same direction. Bend the right knee, stack it over the ankle, and then turn your chin over the right shoulder. Gently press your thigh bones back and press your hips forward. And then maybe the left arm reaches behind you. So you get a little more stretch across the top of the shoulder and the sides of the neck. Take a deep breath in, a long, slow exhale out. Then bring both hands back to the chair, straighten your right leg, turn your toes in, wiggle or step your feet back together, and then turn again away from the chair, left hand to the left hip. Pick up your left knee, spin it out. And start to let your left foot climb up. It can climb up to your calf. That's a really good spot. It can also stay on the floor as a kickstand. If you want just a little more balance challenge, you pick up the ankle and pull it to your inner thigh, so above the knee or below the knee. And then let the left knee again squeeze back. Hips press gently forward. Left hand can come up to your heart. And just standing tall, pushing down with your foot, lifting up with the top of the head. If you feel steady, you might bring that right hand to the left just for a moment. Just checking the balance. Yeah, no worries about being wobbly. Balance is all about patience and persistence. Nice, and gently let your left foot come back down. Spin around to the other side, left hand on the chair. Right knee and toes pick up and turn out. And then right knee will hop up maybe to the calf or maybe up to the thigh. Yeah, maybe right hand can pick up that leg, get it a little higher for you. And then left hand to the hip. And just stand up tall as you can. Maybe that left hand will come up to your heart. Maybe the right hand to the heart just for a moment. Yeah, if your balance is not steady, just keep one hand on the chair and keep pushing down, lifting up, pushing down, lifting up. One more nice big breath. And when you're ready to exhale, just let that right leg come back down. Both feet on the earth, both hands on the chair. Walk your feet back. Walk your hips back and let your torso drop. Your ears will come in between your biceps. Gently pull the shoulder blades into the spine and your belly into the spine. And just let your upper back stretch open. Yeah, you can walk your feet back as much as you need to. So you can feel the stretch all the way down the sides of the waist. Take one deep breath in. And that long, slow exhale out. And then start to lift your chest, walk your feet back towards the chair. Yeah, and then come back to sitting in the chair. And once you sit down, let's do some shoulder rolls here again. Shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And then forward, back, and down. Forward, back, and down. And then relax the shoulders down. Tuck your chin into your chest and let the right ear rock over to the right shoulder. Your left shoulder just gently falls away. The chin will fall back into the chest and the left ear rolls to the left shoulder. And your right shoulder just gently falls away. Actually, both shoulders falling down your back. And then let the chin come into the chest again. Take a roll with your right ear to your right shoulder and let your whole head roll back. But let your shoulders come with you. So your chin goes up, head goes back. Left ear to left shoulder. Tuck the chin in and let your upper back round a little bit. So as you make some very, very gentle neck rolls, let your shoulders come with you. So the bigger muscles get a nice release here, not just the little muscles. And when the chin comes back to the chest, take a couple circles in the other direction. Left ear to left shoulder, chin up towards the sky. Right ear to right shoulder. Tuck your chin, let the shoulders come with you just a little. So you find a nice softening in the neck. And when the chin comes back to the chest, lift the head back up into a neutral place. Soften the shoulders down and just turn your palms up on your thighs. You can bring one palm inside the other or just let them rest gently on your thighs. Shoulders slide down the back. Take your gaze down to the floor in front of you, or you might feel comfortable closing your eyes. Just take a few deep breaths here and just let that settle into your body. As you inhale through your nose, feel that cool breath come in. Exhaling back out through the nose, notice the breath just a little warmer. And just beginning to watch your breath come and go. And just taking a few moments to watch the breath. And those thoughts will float in and out as they do. But when you find yourself back in the process of thinking, just return to watching your breath. And see if you can take about 5 uninterrupted breaths. And start to just flicker open your eyes. Breathe in a little deeper. Take some fuller breaths, just pulling yourself back into your body, just a little more energized, a little more space in your joints and your muscles. Thank you for coming and practicing yoga on our chair today. Namaste.